Hello and welcome to Let's Talk SEO. So I've been getting a lot of questions about the helpful content update, and quite honestly, I have been able to successfully recover a few sites that reached out to me after watching some of my videos, and those site owners asked me to help them recover the site. After working with them for the past 2 months, I've been able to help them recover the site. But I haven't made a tutorial, I haven't made a video about it because there are a lot of variables that I'm still not entirely sure of, and there's a lot more that goes into it that I can explain in a single video, or maybe I'll need to make a series of videos. But that being said, there are some people that assume that recovering from the Google September helpful content update, September 2023 helpful content update is super easy, and all you need to do is delete all the unhelpful content and remove all the fake links that you have pointing to your affiliate sites, and probably remove all the advertising, and that should help you bring back the website, which is not entirely the case. So someone reached out to Danny Sullivan on X, I believe, and I'll put the exact quote here on the screen. And this person said that someone from Google told her that she could recover her site within 2 weeks from the Google algorithms update. I think she believed Danny Sullivan said that. Now, Danny Sullivan responded and obviously said that he never really said that, and he can't say that, and there's a lot that goes into ranking a site or Google's ranking algorithm, and especially the helpful content update, which purportedly updates the classifier. So it's an updated classifier, and mainly a classifier classifies content as either being helpful, unhelpful, commercial, or informational, and stuff like that. So in the case of this helpful content update, it's classifying content in terms of helpful and unhelpful. Now, the exact mechanism is not discussed, and I can bet you $1 million that even Danny Sullivan has no idea what this particular update has done to the classifier, because what he says is contradictory. So first he says that it's an update to the classifier, which means that a lot of websites have lost their rankings, but websites like Quora and Reddit have improved their rankings. So it stands to reason that mainly websites that are forums where people are actively engaged on, with lots of engagement, with lots of traffic, is what the classifier is favoring if all things are equal. But he then goes on to state on Twitter that the classifier is being constantly updated, and even though it's constantly updated, you're not going to see any effects from it right away. Now, the problem with that statement is if something is consistently updated, the results that it delivers should also be constantly changing, which means that if you made updates to your website today, you should probably see a change made right away, because it's being constantly updated and the classifier is constantly monitoring content. In my experience, that's not really the case, and I think this is where Danny Sullivan can't really say much, and even though he tries to be as helpful as he can as a search liaison, but there are some things he can't really say. And the first thing is, the internet is just too large for Google to handle. And so what you see, what Google delivers, is just 0.05% of the total entirety of the internet. Of every website that's published, with millions literally published every week. And so you just see 0.05%, and this is just my estimate. And the top 10 websites, which are the first page of Google, 0.00001% of the internet. So what Google has done here, or what Google does, it just focuses on a certain number of sites. So if you make it to, let's say, the top 20, if your website makes it to the top 20, that's when Google's classifier really starts working on your site, starts looking at your site, starts going through your content, and trying to figure out whether it's helpful or unhelpful. Now, this is not for every industry. I'm not seeing this happen for the e-commerce industry, for instance. I'm not seeing this happen in the services industry, for instance, but I've seen this happen a lot with informational industries, especially whether there's affiliate markets, whether there's affiliate marketing system set up, also where they are advertising, like Google Ads or some other form of advertising, like Medium-Wide on the website. In those cases, the classifier tends to be a little more aggressive in terms of looking at the site. And so if you make a change to the site, whether it's positive or negative, the classifier should see it right away if it's being constantly updated, and if it's constantly updating its database assuming that it is connected to a live database, then processes what the classifier sees, the algorithm processes what the classifier sees, and then posts its results in the search database that when people access, they see in the search results. That does vary a little bit, so the results will change based on who's searching, based on their prior search history, and also where they're searching from. So there's a little bit of variations, but overall the top 10 results are almost the same. And so the whole argument that the classifier is consistently running and is consistently being updated is a bad argument. And this is probably not something that Danny Sullivan should have said, because it just doesn't make sense. And which is why, again, I tell people to educate themselves, look at Google's patents, especially their search patents. And I make some videos about them, but they're so complex that decomplexing them takes a bit of time, takes a bit of understanding on how to explain this to a regular audience. And I know a lot of the people watching my channel are just regular website owners. They're not necessarily SEOs. And so I try to make it as easy as possible. But even that, at the core, the algorithm is the same literally like it was 15 years ago. It's just that there have been these minor changes that have improved the algorithm or changed the algorithm, whoever you may ask, over time, that now a lot of what used to work in terms of SEO 10 years ago does not work as well as it used to today. Case in point being backlinks. So you can have a gazillion backlinks and you're not going to see the results from those backlinks as you would have 10 years ago. Again, the September update was a pretty big update. A lot of people were affected. I'll make a video about what I did to help recover those sites. It's not going to be as comprehensive as I usually make, because there are some questions I still have not answered or not been able to answer with the classifier. And my test websites just haven't responded as well as I hope that they will with the changes that I'm making to them. And so this one update has me kind of defeated, but I will make a video that goes through all the stuff that I did for those websites, and I hope you guys find it useful. Subscribe so that you're notified. If you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified when the video goes up. So like and subscribe, guys, as always, and I will see you in the next video.